All right, who's that? So we made it one piece, right? Look, isn't that neat? Yo, who that? Oh. Yeah.
Arrived to the building.
How cool was that? Yeah. We
got a little car sick.
On the freaking, yeah, we got right behind you on the exit after stopping at the rest stop. How cool was that, right?
Yeah, I saw you guys
flashing
your high beams.
What's up?
Yo, what up, homie?
Yo.
Pretty good ride here. We out here. You know, we're in the lodge.
So we return. We meet again.
Catch in soon. We will be on the slopes tomorrow. We'll explain to you what we're doing tonight. There's a hot tub in here. We're gonna chill.
Wait, I want
No filming.
So how often people say you remind me?
Logan Paul, dude, every day in school. People that brand new people that I meet. Oh my God, you look like Logan Paul. You know what? You look like damn Squidward. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
You literally do, though. You literally. If he had a young brother.
I mean, he's a pretty good-looking man. I gotta say.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, you do.
Some big dudes in here, dude. That's right. Like they're bigger than me. You know, I'm scared.
Sorry, bigger they are, the harder they fall.
He was like, nah, that's not true. You're gonna go with Kevin.
I did. I showed you the pictures.
Yeah, he's a picture.
Kevin Hart. Jesus. Yeah, I gotta cut that part. Dude, come on, man. You make my self-esteem go right into the dirt.
65,000 subs?
Yeah, what do you think I should order? Is there pizza
Easy.
here that I could order? I'm paying.
You can order whatever you want, kid.
Whenever you do something every day over and over again, sometimes it becomes repetitive and maybe you get tired of it, you know? And one of the things I was thinking is that maybe everybody doesn't want to sit down for 4 hours and paint a picture. Maybe they don't want to do that, or maybe they don't have time, or maybe they're tired of that. Maybe you want to get a satisfied feeling making something in a quarter of the time or half the time. And I thought that's what we would do today. I thought we would just paint something almost like real quick, not worry about it, but to get that wonderful feeling that I can't even speak my words. I thought that it would be cool to paint something in a short amount of time, and we can get that great feeling. You know, that feeling that I know that I get every single time that I do this. So I think what I'm trying to show you is make a picture, right? But don't worry about like the little details or things like that. Just we want to get some paint on these canvases here. And I think it's going to make us feel good. I know it's going to make me feel good. And I want it to make you feel good. So don't worry about spending 2, 3, 4 hours on a picture. Let's throw some paint up here today. And let's just have fun doing it. Because that's what this is all about, right? It's about having fun. It's about healing. And today, it's a little bit about balance in life. All right, here we go. So we got us a nice little 18 by 24 canvas up here. I did put some medium on about the top half, just to make life a little bit easier. That's what it's about, making life easy, right? Nobody wants to live a hard life. So I put that medium up there. It'll make us a nice little sky. But like I said, we're going to do something basic here. We're going to do something very, very basic. And just fun, you know, that's what we're gonna do. It's what life's about. How many times am I gonna say that? Now I got the light back there So you can still see the palette. Fair enough. Not really worried about mixing colors today, you know, but I'll just kind of hold the palette. If you can see it, you can see it. You know, just kind of listen to what I'm saying because I'll call it out what I'm doing. But we're going to start off and make a little, somewhat of a sky. So I'm going to take Prussian blue and I'm going to mix a little bit of black in that, and that'll give us like a nice grade blue color, which is a pretty decent little, you know, sky color. Yeah, I gotta relocate that light. That's all right. Not too worried about that either. Not too worried about it. Blue and black. Okay, it's just super small amounts. Let me set this down. Got a big fat roll of paper towels here today. Wipe some of that off as always. We'll come right up here to the canvas, make sure that that's good and recording, and we'll just drop some of this color in like this. How's that look? Yeah, that's good. Remember, basic painting. We want to try to spend less time today. That's the name of the game here. That's what we want to do. All right. So I'm probably going to come down about halfway. Before I do that, though, I just want to darken up the corners here. So I'm just getting a little bit more blue and black, and I'm going to darken these corners. And the reason that I'm doing that is because, I don't know, not sure. Couldn't give you an honest answer. I can give you an honest answer of why I think I'm doing this. Darken the top and the corners. I think it helps draw somebody's eye in, whoever's looking at it. It keeps it from wandering off the canvas. Not sure. But it sounds good. Sounds like a good explanation. I'm going to wipe off this brush right here. Wipe it off. I like this camera. It focuses when you open your eyes. Nice little camera. Yeah, I got to move the light. It's back there, so when I stand here, I can block the light. But I was doing that for a instructional video that I made the other day, 4 hours long. It was good stuff. Okay, now I just wiped this off. I'm going to blend. I'm just going to start to try to blend a little bit. I want it to be a little lighter, going halfway. You guys should all know that by now. Darker at the top, lighter at the bottom. That kind of gives you a little bit of depth. And by wiping off wiping the brush off here with the paper towel, what I'm doing is I'm kind of going over the whole thing, really, kind of avoiding that blending step, you know, of going in and cleaning your brush and then going back and beating the hell out of it and then blending it like good old Bob did, which was great, by the way. I was just trying to look for other ways, you know, to kill time, save time, not kill time. All right, save time. Alrighty then. All right, it's probably good. That's probably good. Set those guys down right there. Okay. Okay, not too bad. I guess we could probably just drop a cloud in real quick, huh? What do you think? So, for that, let's just grab the palette. Grab the palette, grab a little fan brush here. And just white, you see, just white paint on the fan brush. I was going to leave it cloudless, but we'll put a few in, I guess. You could put a little red in there too if you want. I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that, but I just want to drop in a few somethings. You know, just so we have something here. I'm just reloading. Just reloading some paint just to get a little design going. You know, and just kind of do different things, you know, turn the brush and different angles and stuff like that. Don't keep it in the same position because it will look repetitive. And that's fine too. If you want it to look repetitive, that's cool. All right, but I was just saying it in case you don't want it to look repetitive. I just keep reloading with white paint on a number 6 fan brush. All right. right. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of white paint here, okay? I know I got medium up here already, but I'm going to just put a little bit of white paint right here. All right, it might come in handy, and it might not come in handy as well. We shall see. All right, set that fan brush down. Let's go. I think we could probably just use, let's see how this works. The 2-inch brush that we just used, let me see, I'm going to try to blend with it real quick. I'm just going to try to fluffle these clouds up. Soften them a little bit. And just give them a look. Okay, just a little blend. See, nice and easy. You really don't have to spend a lot of time doing stuff, just a little bit. You can add layers if you want, another layer after blending. I'm not going to do that. But it's super easy. It just looks like some clouds. As a matter of fact, let me grab some white paint real quick. And let me just show you real quickly. I want to show you what I'm talking about. So let's just say here, maybe this cloud comes in and it kind of goes in front. See? A little bit more paint. Right here, just another little thing. It's kind of in front of, the previous clouds. See? It don't have to be crazy. That's like 10 layers. I said, we're not going to do one, then I did one. 2-inch brush, real quick, 2-inch. We're going to come up here and blend it out a little bit. All right, and just do the same thing. Just lift it. And it's a subtle layer, but it's there. It is there. It's there for sure. Okay, so there's that. All right, now I'm going to grab, let's see here. I'm going to grab the knife. Get that knife here. And all right, I just had to get some paper towels. I had a little catastrophe going on down here. Oh my gosh. Can you hear that? The guy that was blowing his car up. He's back. All right. I'm going to grab the knife here. Okay, and also what I did right here, that dark color, it's a little bit of, I just used some of Bob's mountain mixture. I want to see what that does. I'm going to pop some right here on the palette and pull it nice and flat. And I'm going to snag me a little bit of white because I want to lighten that color up. Because believe it or not, I don't use it often, but mountain mixture is a very pretty color. So I give Bob a lot of credit for many things, not just making his colors. Bob was a good man. He was a good man, and so is his son. Okay, here we go. We're going to start over here. We're going to make a little something here. All right. Try to give it a little shape and form. Just all kinds of fun things. And I didn't want it to look too close, but I wanted it to have bumps on it and ridges and different things. But once again, I still want to try to save time. All right, I'm going to set the knife down real quick, and I'm just going to grab this 2-inch brush right here. All right, I'm going to go. You could use a 1-inch too. It's easier to control. If you have a 1-inch brush that you have right there, use it to pull this mountain out. You'll have just better control and a little bit easier. All right, okay. Just pulling it out. Just pulling the extra stuff off of it. Pulling it all the way down like that. And I'm going to sweep it back and forth. All right, and that really helps a lot. There we go. And I like to wipe the brush off, and sometimes I'll go back over it a second time. You don't have to, but you can. All right. All right, so there we have that there. I'm going to set the brush up there, and let me grab the palette. All right, I'm going to take the knife and I'm going to get a little bit of white paint here with a tiny bit of the mountain color in it, just so it dulls it, just so it's not a bright white color. All right. It's like a nice, it's like a grade, little, it's an off-white is what it is. Okay. Get some on the knife right there, and then let's just go up here and just, you know, drop some. Drop a couple things in. Drop some in. Probably not going to put too many on here because I wanted this to be a little bit further away. And the more detail you put on a mountain, the closer that it's probably going to look. You know what I mean? This is not a bad color. All right, now I'm going to take some of that color that we just used, right? Set it into a little pile, and I'm going to grab the tiniest bit of blue and see if I can just make a nice little, like a shadow color for the you know, highlights and shadow. Not for the highlights, but to complement the highlights. So it's a nice baby blue soft color, not too vibrant. If you make it real vibrant, it's once again going to look like it's closer. All right. So let me just start here. I'm just going to drop in a couple along the edge here, all right? And sometimes it's easier to hold your knife like this and just kind of just touch it and pull a little bit and ride that little edge down. I just keep getting more of this shadow color. Now I'm going to probably come up here and I'm going to, all right, just a little bit at a time. That's all I'm doing, just a tiny bit. It's easier to add a little bit each time rather than to add a lot and then try to take it off. It's much harder to do that. And it becomes a mess sometimes. Okay, so I'm just dropping some of that in. And I like holding the knife in different angles and stuff like that because it does help. And what I'm doing here on the palette is I'm just maintaining that color. If I got to add more of the mountain color and more of the blue, just getting that nice baby blue color. All right. Now, let me come here. Now, when you get closer to the front, you can darken that color a little bit, and that'll help with, once again, depth. It'll help with your depth. It shows you that it's closer. All right. Something's closer, it's going to appear darker in color. Okay. And this is something that's just super fun to mess around with, you know, mess around with dark and light and all kinds of things. It'll really help you understand, you know, when you step back and actually have a look at it, you'll start to really understand things. And put a little bit of this color here, it's a little bit darker. Okay. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of the basic highlight color, that grade white color, just a grade color. Take a tiny bit of that, and I just want to, look, I just want to do it like this. Just put something right there. All right, just to kind of, that's all. For whatever reason, that's what I was looking for right there. Okay, set the palette down. Wipe the knife off. Set the knife down. I don't know that I need to do that. I don't know that I need to announce every time I wipe something off or set down, but I guess it's just a habit. I try to be a pleasing type of a person. I try to help everybody, and I want everybody to have details. All right, I'm going to take the brush. I'm going to take the brush here, and I'm just going to sweep it. You know, maybe lift up. It'll just help to kind of, you know, diffuse it. It makes it look nice and soft. You know, Bob was not lying when he used to say this, because it works. It really works, but just you know, you got to do it very carefully, you know, or you will ruin it, mess it up. And a little tip, stay away from the center and the top. You want that to be crisp, because it'll look like it's kind of sticking out above the mist and the fog and all whatever, pollution or whatever's out there. I'm going to pull a little bit of this down, just a tiny bit, just to diffuse this as well. All right. And maybe, I have no clue what that was. Some weird noise. I'm just going to do some circles right here. All right. That'll also give it a misty look. Alrighty, alrighty. Okay. All right, I'm going to grab the knife and I'm going to mix up just a color, because remember, I said basic. We're going to do basic paintings here, okay? All right, mix up a color, and let's mix up a good amount. So I'm going to take blue, I'm going to take black, I'm going to take green, and I'm going to come over here. I'm going to get some of that crimson color, and I'm going to actually use a little bit of the mountain mixture here. All right, all those together. It's just dark color. It doesn't matter exactly what it is. You know, it's not like if you mix any other colors. As long as it's dark, it's fine. You're not going to mess it up. Okay. Okay, there we go. Set the knife down there for a minute. And I guess I might as well, yeah, I can probably just use this 2-inch brush, huh? Or should I use the 1? I'm going to use a 1-inch brush. I'm going to use a 1. That's what I'm going to do. All right, here we go. I'm going to take some of this color. There's a little bit of the white medium on this brush here, so that's going to actually help with what I'm trying to do here. All right. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to put some background stuff in here, right? So maybe, you know, maybe there's like trees over here or whatever. They're just whatever, just kind of sitting, chilling back here. All right. Just see how I turn the brush. You got to turn that brush always. It'll help you. Don't never leave it in one, you know, position. Turn it as you're tapping. All right. Now we're going to come here like this. Easel's going crazy. And I want to drop down. I want a little bit of this white to remain. Right about there, or something like that. Maybe there's a couple trees that stick up there, whatever. You know, something like that. It doesn't have to be much. Just a couple things. Bring some down here. See, I'm being sloppy, and it's okay. All right. Now, grab the 2-inch brush here, and I'm going to mist this a little bit here. I'm just going to tap it out. See, tap it out. You can hold the brush sideways, upright. I don't think it really matters. I think it's just a preference. I just wanted to get some background material in here. You know, something like that, maybe. All right, and I'm just going to lift up on this real quick. All right. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, I'm going to go back to the 1-inch brush here. I'm going to go right into our pile. It's just a bunch of dark stuff. I need a little bit more green, I think. I wanted it to be more of a green to it than anything. 1-inch brush. I'm getting a good amount of paint on here. Good amount of paint. Maybe I'll tap into it. I wonder what that will do. Let me start over here. I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to start tapping in some of this color, see? Just like that. I'm going to come back down here, get some more paint. Give it a little tap, see? A little tap. All right, and then we could just kind of... Nice dark color. All right, and then maybe this one back here, maybe this one's a little higher, I don't know. I'm just getting a base in, just something. All right, I'm going to go right about there with this one. All right, something like that. And I'm just going to go back to the other side now. I'm just going to keep putting this dark color in. All right. Or you could do this too. Once you get your top layer in, you could actually just go like this. You could swirl it in if you want. We're going to need more color for that. Get a little bit more green. Look. You could do this actually. And then you can come back and tap it and put texture in it. So. All right. See what I'm doing? I can come back and tap. I gotta remount that easel. So look, if I tap in here and we want to put some bushes up here. Oh, let me see. Why is that doing that? Because my easel is bolted down. See, look, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to make like little things or something, you know. Heck with it. Let's just go crazy. Who knows? Whatever. You know, maybe some are close, some are far. I don't know. We'll figure all that out later. All right. Okay. All right. Now I'm just going into the dark color, so I don't really need to hold the palette. All right. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to just start swirling in some color, because swirling seems to work. Swirling it works. Nice dark color. I'm leaving a spot here open, all right, because I have an idea. This is just that dark color. No hidden tricks here. You see what I'm doing? I'm just swirling away. All right. And I can kind of refine this if I want. I was thinking about, you know, maybe having some kind of like a little, you know, road or something there, possibly. All right. I'm going to just tap into the dark color again, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm just going to put little, you know, things, whatever, bushes, I don't know, somethings. Lighter tapping for maybe stuff that's further away, I don't know. You know, just be creative. Be creative. You know, or if I wanted to, I could even look. Okay, enough of that. I can come in here and put a, you know, little bigger tree right here. Just tap in some stuff. See? I mean, you could just do whatever you want to do, really. Just do whatever you want. Put a little bit more dark in here. You know, but you could just do all kinds of things is what my point is here. That's my point. All right, those are distant far trees. Okay. Okie dokie, next. I'm gonna get me an old filbert brush real quick. Let's grab a filbert brush. And I'm gonna grab the filbert brush and I'm gonna take the palette, and all I'm doing is I'm using burnt umber right here. Burnt umber. All right, burnt umber first. Get that color down there. Nice. And I'm going to go like this. Scrub it in. And it's okay, you can touch the other color. It's not a problem at all. So burnt umber. Brown, dark sienna, whatever you have. Just brown, just some kind of brown is good enough. I start in the front, and I'll probably work my way back. All right. Get some more brown on there. You see, I'm just throwing color on here is all that I'm doing. All right, something like that. Take a little bit of black now. Let's go into some nice dark, just straight black, ivory black. And I want to put some here, because there would be maybe a little shadow on the side for when, you know, when we get to that point. All right, just reloading that black. Just trying to put things in place, you know, just setting up. setting up for a good experience is all that I'm doing here. That's all I'm doing. All right, something like that there. Now with that filbert brush, I mean, I'm just gonna wipe it on my palette. No big deal. Now I'm gonna scoop some white up, right? Put it there, and I'm gonna take some yellow ochre, just white and yellow ochre, just a lighter color. And I'm gonna come here and just throw some of this stuff right there. White and yellow ochre, that's all that is. All right, and all right. Because I'm thinking about where, you know, where would light be coming in at? I don't know, maybe it would hit the other side of the path. Could be wherever you want. And it'll kind of help you shape your road, you know. See? All right, so I'm like, it's just a little road. That's all it is, a little road. Road to nowhere, or road to somewhere in this case. All right. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Let's grab real quickly. Let's grab a knife. Let's grab a knife and just wipe this off. And I guess we could just, you know what? Let's put I'm just gonna put a few little. I don't feel like making actual branches with like a brush. I'm just gonna put some things right in here. You know, maybe there's a couple over here, something like that. Little scratches or whatever. You know, and they work. They serve the purpose. You know, maybe there's one there. And if you put too many or you don't like them, you could just cover them up. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. All right, basic. Did I say basic, right? Here we go, getting off subject. Off subject. But there is something that I want to do. There is something I want to do. Grabbing another fan brush here real quick. And I'm going to just take the dark color that we used, the base color, or the tree color, the ground, whatever, this color. And I just do want to, real quickly, I want to pop in, you know, a couple like trees real quick, just a different variety. So everything's not the same old, you know. So just pop in a few somethings there, like that. And then maybe we'll put one over here too, different sizes. Try not to make them the same size, your trees, because they just look better being not the same. And then maybe, so we got, yeah, one there. And then I guess we could just put maybe a larger one over here somewhere, right? I guess we could pop one right there somewhere, right over top of the things we made. The branches or whatever those things we scratched in with the knife. See, I'm just, whatever, just touching, pushing, having a blast. Just loading up the brush here. Popping in another one right here. I love making these trees because they're effective, they're easy, they're fun, they're all of the things. All right, I'm going to set that guy down, and I'm going to take this 1-inch brush here, and I'm going to wipe it off on the paper towel. I'm going to wipe her off. Let me do this real good. Okay. Now I'm going to take that brush and I'm just going to use straight yellow, cad yellow. See? I'm going to pull through. It's going to turn a color. It's going to turn like green. All right? I'm going to pull through there. I'm going to start pushing my brush in there. You could use the 2-inch brush, which I may do. I'm just tapping into that color until it gives us a nice green. And now watch this. I'm going to start getting that simple look back, okay? Here we go. I'm going to start putting in a little, look, there's a little highlight back here, see that? And keep tapping in. You got to figure out where does your stuff go. It starts here maybe, you know, and it goes this way. All right, give it a quick wipe off again. Back into the paint, I just keep on tapping. Keep tapping. Because I want there to be like, you know, maybe little hills and stuff, you know what I mean? All right. Okay. See, and you shape your land. Shape your land as you go, however you want it to be. Now, this is not going to be some, you know, masterpiece or anything like that. I want it to be nice and basic. So I want you to see little rows of whatever, grasses and all kinds of stuff. Okay, when we get down here, I like to move to the front sometimes because I want there to be, you know, something like, almost like a little hill here in the front. You know, it kind of goes this way like this, see? Maybe it grows right in the road. I don't know what it does. It just does something. But it's going to come like this. Get some more paint. I try to shape the land, is what I'm trying to tell you here. I try to shape it out to where it could look like, you know, there's a hill that's maybe dropping down in front of you in some cases. Just getting some more paint on the brush here, you know, something like this. And you see, I'm just smashing color in at this point. You know, like right there, maybe there's some, you know, you could push up, I guess, if you wanted to. Basic, basic, basic. All right, and then we can come back up here and we could just, you know, finish our, you know, little areas here of color. And you could certainly change the color up if you want and put, you know, brighter color, yellow ochre in. You know, you could do whatever it is, you know, that you want to do. But you see, it's just a bunch of grass. That's all that really is. Now I'm going to go to the other side and I'm going to add just green to it. More green. I'm going to have a nice little green color because it's going to be darker on the other side. So nice and simple, not too bright. This is obviously some kind of hill that goes down. All right, and then we can figure out up here, you know, what's going on here. Same deal, just a little hill going down. Doesn't have to be super bright. I'll put a little yellow ochre into this one, maybe. You know, something like that right there. And then we can actually have another little formation right about here. It'll look like a secondary hill. Okay. And then if we could put, I mean, we could put grass going right up to the road if you want to. See, you could do one of these numbers here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you could do, is what I'm trying to tell you. Just, you could do all kinds of things. I'm going to take some yellow ochre and some green into that color, just a darker color. And I'm just going to, I wanted to add like a bush here and there, you know. Just like a little, maybe something that shows. Just so it's not all the same, you know, color. Or the same shapes, you know. See, something there. Maybe there's something there. All right. Okay, let's go up to this tree real quick that we put in on the left side. And I just feel like he could use a little color, maybe. See, just a little bit, don't do too much. I'm gonna keep the bottom pretty dark. See? Something like that, maybe this guy needs some too, I don't know. Who knows? Who cares, right? A little bit of color there. All right, let me see something here. Let me grab this 2-inch brush real quick. And back here, I just want to try to soften a little tiny bit of this area back here, see? So you just simply just tap carefully. Careful tappings. Soften the whole damn thing, who cares, right? Soften your life. All right, I'm gonna grab the knife and I'm gonna grab just straight yellow. There's a little bit of green in there, I guess, but here we go. There's a knife, and I just want some highlights right in here, just a couple. And I'm using the knife because I can, and you can as well. See? This guy goes right there, like this. All right, put some color in here, maybe a little bit there is shining through. I don't know, here, there, wherever you want, you could do it. Doesn't matter. All right, watch, I'm gonna wipe that off. And now, I'm gonna take this and just kind of go right underneath of it. Try to keep the top preserved, which is not really happening, but it'll just show a change in color a little bit, you know? That's all it'll show. It won't be the same old, you know, green color or whatever. Okay. There. Okay, now let's get the filbert here. Let's get the filbert brush and black paint, straight black. All right, and I want to just come back up here, and I want to put a few more. See, look, a few more shadows in. Or you know, these aren't shadows, but they're the darker colors. You know, that make you understand where you're seeing light and where you're not seeing light. Close this area in a little bit here, see? Make tiny little details or whatever, see? You can define it. You could, you know, road could go like this. It could kind of climb up a little bit there, you know? Possibilities are honestly endless. All right. Maybe there's a shadow there, I don't know. All kinds of stuff. Okay, now I'm going to go to that blue color that we used for the shadow on the mountain. It was just white and blue. White and blue. And I'm going to just in a couple spots drop in some of those shadows. It's like, I don't know, reflected light. I don't know what it is exactly, but whatever it is, sometimes it looks good when you're viewing the painting in real life. Just that blue color, it does something. I'm not sure what it does. All right, bring it right up into there. You could drag some of this grass down in, see? Pull it down, see, like this, like that. Or you could grab your 1-inch brush with the color on it, you know, the greenish, yellowish color, and you could actually pop some grass, you know, right into the road if you want to, in a couple spots, see? Just tap it into the yellow, see? Right, boom, like this. Because, you know, it would grow into the road in real life. It definitely would, for sure. Something like that, you know? All right, I'm going to set the filbert down, and I'm going to grab the knife, and I'm going to get some yellow ochre. Yellow ochre, and there's a little dirt in there. Yellow ochre and white. Yellow ochre and white. Nice color. Sun is going to shine a little bit. I just want to go with the knife. Look, put a little bit of texture, because texture is a good thing. You know, but you got to make sure you don't put it in the wrong spot, because it'll look goofy. You know what I mean? If the sun is shining in a shadow area. You know. Put a few scratch marks in here. You know, maybe that road tries to bleed over. I'll fix that in a minute. It shouldn't go like that. All right, now I'm going to just take pretty much white, a little bit of dirt in there, and I'm just going to try to drop in a few light areas, right? Just a few little light areas. Race car driver's back. He's back. All right, wipe the knife off. Wipe him off. So much for saving time, right? Nah, not happening, not in this lifetime. Once you start doing this, I'm just like, it's just so good, I don't want to stop. All right, I'm wiping the filbert. Just wipe it off. Wipe it. And then I'm going to come up here, and I'm just going to pull this around a little bit, just some of the color that I already put down with the knife. Just kind of smooth, just so there's no hard edges, you know? And I definitely want to fix this here. I don't think that road looked right coming up into there. So let me just actually grab the 1-inch brush with some green on it, and I'm just going to pop in some grass back over top of that color. All right, put some grass right there. All right, something like that. So you can add little highlights, you know, in places if you want to make it like stand out. I'm just getting a lot of paint on the brush right now. And I'm trying to find the dark areas to apply it. That's the key, dark areas. Put your highlights in the darkest areas and it will stand out a little bit better. Rather than if you put it into a light area, it may not stand out as well. You know? Okay. Basicness is key. Doesn't matter to me, it's fun, you know? It's fun. Beginners painting, that's what this is. It's a beginner's painting. You know? And what the heck, if you take the filbert brush and take some brown, hell, I didn't even wipe the brush out, brown and black on the filbert, nice brown and black color. You know, you could come up here if you wanted to. You know, let's just say maybe there's a tree that belongs right, you know, in there somewhere, you know, like that. Something like that, and then, you know, another one right there. There he is. You know, I'm just popping a few little branches on him. Wasn't planning on doing any trees like that, but, you know, it's fun to do. Alright, branches. You can use a liner brush for the branches. It's much easier. I'm just using the very tip of the filbert here. Put another one there. Little baby tree right there, whatever. You know, he's in the distance. He's not in the distance. He's not in the distance at all. I don't even know why I said that. I think because I was looking at the door, seeing if somebody was there. Because people knock on the door when I'm in here painting. I'm getting some white to mix in with that black and brown. Because I want to put, now I want to put a little lighter tree back here. Over there. And then, you know, maybe he has a few little guys here. Maybe right about, I got to reshape this guy here. He goes into the ground like that. There we go. You get what I'm doing, right? I mean, you could just do, you know, whatever. Just using brown, black, you know, whatever. You know, trees wherever. All right, I'm going to wipe the filbert off, and then I'm going to put some of that yellow ochre and that white on there. Yellow ochre and white is a highlight color. All right, just a nice, you know, light color. And I'm going to take the filbert brush, you know, and maybe some of the light shining. I don't. In this case, it's probably not too much, but I just want to be able to separate, you know, so you can see where the tree starts and ends and all that. And I'm going to put some over here too. You know, not too much though. Maybe some there too. See? Now I'm going to wipe that color off. Wipe it off, and then I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to blend it. I'm going to blend it with the filbert brush. Just get rid of that edge. Get rid of the edge. That's all you got to do. See? Get rid of the edge. And it'll just kind of, it'll make it work. You know what I mean? It'll make it work. Something like that. You know, looks about right. And then I guess, you know what we could do? I'm probably just going to take, I'm going to use the number 3 fan brush that we have. And I'm going to take some of that super dark color And I'm just gonna tap in a few little like limbs or limbs, you know, like leaves or whatever on this tree, just so they're not the same color as everything else, you know what I mean? Be careful going over the mountain because obviously there's white paint on there. You know, be careful with that. Just putting little randoms here and there, wherever. Many ways to do it. All right, just more dark color, and you can do circles if you want. Really don't matter. Or you could just tap them in and turn the brush. You could push them in. See, push the little branches in. I call them they're not branches. They're clumps of leaves, right? They're not, and they're anything but branches. See, put a big top on it right there. I mean, just whatever. You know, feather the edges out a little bit. See. Little texture, little differential going on. Little differential, I don't even know if that made sense. Okay. Anyhow, I was trying to keep this basic, but I know darn well I went over. I definitely did. So I think what this is here is this would be like a beginner's painting. You know, if you're a beginner, if you're new to this, if you just want to have fun and just do your thing, this is the painting for you right here. This is it right here. It's simple, it's easy. No effort. Don't worry about it. You know, just you can get in here and do this. I make these videos for free to try to convince you that you're able to do this, because you are able to do this. You just have to have confidence in yourself. And I hope today is the day that you start to build that confidence. Because if you think about it, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose by just instilling a little bit of confidence into yourself and say, you know what, I can do that. I can and I will, you know. I think it's worth a try. I really do. And I'll tell you what, if you make this painting, tag me on Instagram, share the painting with me. I'd love to see it, and I'll let you know what I think. Instagram, Paintings by Justin Wozniak. There is a link in the description. I also have another page that's just Justin Wozniak, Justin J. Wozniak. But Paintings by Justin Wozniak. I'll put the link right down below. Share your painting with me. I want you to have fun. I just want you to have fun. Balance, right? Balance. Forget the whole let's be quick thing, you know, because you get involved and you're just feeling good, you know. I'm done. I'm out of here. I had a great time making this. I hope you guys stay safe, happy, healthy. I hope your families are well. And I will definitely see you in the very next video. Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe if you don't mind. It does help more than I can explain to you. It pushes the video and it brings more opportunities through the door, which keeps this old guy going. So I just want to thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the very next video. I love you. And don't forget, the most important thing is that I'm here and I'm doing this because I believe in you. So if nobody else believes in you, I believe in you. Make something, share it with me. Take care. I love you. I will see you soon.